smell. Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are back on Jetty's 2024 CVO SC Road Glide. Like we said in the last video, we're not going to have everything 100% done on it. We're still doing a swing arm, we're still doing a few other pieces for it, but we did get some of the parts back from Powder. Justin has gone ahead and stuck some of those parts on the bike. You guys already saw us install the subframe, so there's no need to really like do that whole process over again. So he's got the subframe on, he's got the bars in, which, man, the bars look sick. The little piece that you came up with, which I guess we haven't really even talked about that. Real quick.
Okay. What
do we do on the bars? Because we were talking about doing risers. We were talking about...
Yeah, so these are the stock, I think they're like 6.5 inch risers from Harley. So these are the stock risers for this one. And then I got with Rob at SBC.
SBC. I know we always get them mixed up.
And so he said he'd make me some. So he said, just draw what you want. So I drew these up in my CAD and kind of got them where I wanted them. And then he made it happen. Yeah, so the factory ones are like an inch shorter and then a lot of pullback. So they're like down here.
So these are only an inch taller than the factory? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. They look a little taller. An
inch taller and then rolled.
And the factories are wider too, weren't they?
Yes.
Yes.
So these are narrower, less pullback, and higher.
Which you're still able to retain all the factory,
yep.
Didn't have to adjust any of that stuff. That's cool.
Nope.
And like you were saying, still perfect vision for the entire screen.
That was my main goal, is keep this open. I've seen a lot of them running T-bars on it, and literally the riser is right in the middle of the screen. The screen's everything on these, your gauges, everything. And then these are the Moto Gadget mirrors, which are my favorite. I ran on mine.
They call it the glassless mirrors or something?
That's so that's not glass, it's actually some crazy polished aluminum. And then they put some coating on it where it doesn't scratch and stuff. Yeah. I don't understand, it's science. And
then we got the subframe back on, which you even added a little touch of red on this.
Yeah, so the shock spacers, I went ahead and did that same red as I did the risers. And so now we have to, before we put the fender on, put the rear rotor on to match the front rotors, which they should do that from the factory. They did, I don't know if Galfer's making the fronts, but they're identical to Galfer's. Yeah. So I got from Kyle Ferrad, he got me the rear Galfer to match the front. Okay. So we're gonna pop that off, put that on so that matches with ARP bolts back here. Then put the fender on, hook all the lights up. Jimmy from Renegade is almost done with the seat, and I'm super stoked with the seat.
And then hopefully before the end of this episode, you said you're getting that piece 3D catted right now, or not catted, but printed.
So I drew it up a while ago today, and then I'm 3D printing it now. Actually, Jimmy and them are 3D printing it now, so I can test fit it, make sure it works, and then go from there.
So like you're saying, we're going to try to get this back end of the bike situated, so at least when the bike comes back, the only thing we have to do is just a swing arm. Justin's going ahead and cut those pieces while he's gone. So those pieces will be cut. They're going to be powder coated the same gloss black, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so they'll all be gloss black. And then with the swing arm, that's when the bike will get lifted, because the shock mounts, we're still retaining the factory Olin's, CVO shocks. And that way the bike will get the lift with the swing arm. And you're still going to try to come up with something for the front, possibly, for lifting the front?
Yeah, I have it designed and ready to go.
Hell yeah.
So it's basically like a adapter system.
I'm just going to push the belt off. And
yeah. Belt's gonna be narrow as fuck.
And hold on, the ABS. There it goes. I know the belts are getting smaller and smaller. They're making more power and putting smaller belts on them. next up is this fender. So what we're going to do is, I know we were talking about possibly running the wires on the outside, but unfortunately with the thickness of this harness, you would see the wiring through the subframe when looking down from the top of the bike. So we're going to keep the wires to the inside. This is that factory genuine Harley wire loom holder, whatever. So we're going to do that on both sides. Separate it. The blue is for the left side, the red is for the right side. And then I also stole these off the original fender. So when it gets right to where it's about to come out of the fender to go to the light, we'll just two-side tape these back on and bada bing. All right, we got the fender on, and I don't remember how I don't know if you remember. Am I saying this right? I don't know if you remember on the last video that we just drilled and used kind of an Allen and a nut here, but what we're gonna do now is just like this piece up here, we're gonna do the same thing. And so Hoffman hooked us up, well not hooked us up, but they were able to sell us a few of these kind of nut sleeves, if you will. And what we're gonna do is we're going to drill this out, put this in there, and then this is actually gonna act as a spacer. So it's gonna space the tail light almost the exact distance that we want the lights off the fender. And it's also gonna act as the nut itself, so we don't have to put a wrench or anything on the back side. So we're gonna be able to screw this in, all three of them, and then the light will just screw into this and it'll be a nice little permanent fixture. So we're gonna enlarge these holes, get that done, and then we'll know exactly where this wiring go.
Whoa, let's take a minute. What about that gloss back against that carbon?
Ooh, that does it, man. And I'm telling you right now, this little red highlight looks so, because it's just like a little trigger of red.
You got your little bit, you got your little bit, you got your little bit.
And what about that seat you just showed me? There's a little bit of red in that too. And what's so crazy is we were just talking about it. Very expensive motorcycle, getting a lot of very expensive parts, and it's still not going to be like a in your face. It's a real subtle, like.
There's enough in your face bikes out there.
Yeah, this thing is going to be like that. The guy is going to have another one of these parked right beside it. It's going to be scratching his head trying to figure out all the things that are different on it and why this one looks so much better than his $40-something thousand CVO. But yeah, let's get those holes enlarged, get the taillights on there, and then next step. All right, just kind of show you what's going on right now. These are the hidden blind nuts, weld nuts, whatever you want to call them, installed. Like I said, what was nice about these, because we pulled the taillights in, it kept us from having to cut the inside, but these things actually add a really nice amount of space in for the bracket. Justin went ahead and got all the bag mounts mounted on there, so those things are permanent. And now he's coming up with the bracketry for the reservoirs.
Yeah, the reservoir mounts.
Kind of being Billy Lane over here with some cardboard, huh?
Hey, just get me close.
While he's playing with his cardboard and arts and crafts over there, I'm gonna get the other tail light back on here, finalize the harness. We gotta secure the harness up in the front. Just drill a quick little hole for that. And then the back end of the bike should be done. We can attach the bags and all that kind of fun stuff, but hell yeah, moving along, moving along. All right, well, don't mind all the mess, but the subframe, taillights, Justin, y'all saw he's drawing the bracket, so he's gonna finish those up tonight. It's like dinner time, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're gonna pick back up, what was his name that came by? The 3D guy?
Well, Ryan, he works for Jimmy, and Jimmy owns Renegade Customs.
Yeah.
Interior shop.
So he did bring by a kind of a test fit for the alloyed art.
So close. So I had to move it up 200 thousandths, and so now everything's centered, and then we're going to test another piece in the morning, but we should be pretty good.
Yeah, so when we come back over tomorrow, you'll be able to see the alloy art. So for the older M8s, work on the 2024s, we'll have that adapter and that on there. Hopefully by tomorrow afternoon you have the mounts for this.
Yeah, so the mounts to hold the reservoirs, and then I got to clear out this a little bit better, just a smoother radius, and then the rear end
should be done. The lights are working, everything's plugged up.
Rotors on.
Oh yeah, brake rotors on, wheel all cleaned up right there. That looks good. The exhaust is permanently mounted now. Everything's on there.
Actually, everything should be done tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we'll be able to finish it up.
Yeah.
The only thing we'll be waiting on will be the permanent adapter for the breather. He ordered material that's heat resistant. We were talking about it, but So it's still gonna be a 3D printed piece. It's just gonna be a better piece. But anyways, we're gonna come back over tomorrow and then we'll see where Justin's at on this thing and pick back up from there. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow. Well, actually, it'll be a few seconds.
See you in a couple seconds.
See you in a few seconds, buddy. All right, so next day, we're back over here at the house. Justin's over there getting the left mid control, fake control, whatever, what do we call it? Fids installed. But we did get the breather on. So Ryan came out with the new piece here. This is made out of, this is the temporary one, right? So you still got, oh, that's the heated one? Okay. So that's the heat treated. Man, it's actually a lot smoother than the...
Yeah, you can put some chemical on it that smooths the print out. So
that looks real good.
Injected molded piece.
And as you see, brand new emblem kind of stuck in the center there. So it still had the 121. Justin's tried to like incorporate a lot of like the original CVO stuff, which I'm really digging.
Which is not me.
Yeah.
I would say this is more of a Corey style.
Yeah, this is 100% Corey from Main Drive.
I appreciate.
But no, that looks good. It really does fit the line like we were talking about. And I know a few other people that are kind of interested in the same thing. I'm gonna show you over here though. This is the first one he made, just so you get an idea of the drastic. Is this on the thinner one on the?
The thicker is on the throttle body.
Okay.
So just like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So I raised it up like 3/8 of an inch, so now the opening's even better.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it came up, so it was able to get a little bit more direct. But this is, unfortunately, I know I just saw, who was it I just saw do a video? Oh, Fuelin. I don't know if you've seen it, but Fuelin did a video putting a breather on a new bike, and they have a adapter like this.
They sell it?
I don't know if they sell it. I don't know if it's just part of their breather kit, but that way they can run like their traditional round breather. And it had something like this. I just saw it on Instagram yesterday.
Is it a printed piece?
No, I think it was made out of metal. I'll look at it again. I'll see. But yeah, this was the first 3D printed one, and you can see like the grooves and all, and then all this ABS is, well, if you can get in there, definitely way smoother. You probably can't even tell. Oh, there's a little gleam to it. That looks good. What else have you gotten done? Oh yeah, let's show these things off. I am digging this.
So, I mean, they're just like, I guess the frame sliders is what they consider them as. All I did is just basically knurled the face of it. So they work perfect for highway pegs. So just to give you a little grip, I kind of like took less of the shape out of it and then did it. It gives you grip, and I sat on it and it felt good.
I like it. That's super cool. And now, like you said, we're working on the...
Yeah, so the mids are basically done. The only thing I got to do for both sides is make longer linkages, which is, I need like an inch more. I went by Jimmy's this morning to pick up that piece, and then I looked at the seat, which is...
All right, well, let's go. We'll go in the back shop. We'll check out those pieces. And we still got the rear pegs. You can show everybody what you did with the rear pegs.
Yeah, they're done. I just want to drill and tap a little set screen there to adjust the...
Angle.
Because they want, when you fold them out, they want to set down just as...
I got you. Oh yeah, the stopper. Yeah. I feel like it's been forever since we came back here and watched you actually make a part.
So the only thing I'll have to do, so this is the throttle side. So it's like this. And then the reservoir comes up, or it's actually back, and it hits up right here. So I'll just have to drill and counterbore 2 holes.
And then drill it into the bag mount as well.
Yeah.
Tap it into that. Okay. Hey, look at the little logo in there. You can all kinds of fancy with this thing. Are you trying to get a job at Harley or something? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
If they're hiring. Yeah, if they're hiring. So you just want to put you're saying a little set screw right here just to create a stop?
Right there. I'm just going to drill and tap a little set screw, and then you can adjust how it lands.
Yeah. This thing is cool though, because it's like, gives you a little bit more than a standard peg would have for a passenger, but then it's not as bulky as like a mid, like those little mini floorboards.
Like on that Road
Yeah, like
King.
on your Road King.
And they match the front road mini boards.
No, I like this. With the little
And I did
CVO.
flat too. I think that just looks, because the gloss would have been too much.
Yeah, it would have stuck out too much.
Run and tap through there. Look at that land. Look at that land.
Damn. Oh, it is right on it. You're just gonna cut this one and then drill
Cut this one. I'm gonna go ahead and drill.
on the other one.
That one, yeah. And the time this one's done, it'll be ready.
One day we'll still take you guys through the whole process of like designing a part. That would have been a kind of a cool part to do, but
This one?
yeah.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, I would have been further along if I didn't have to go get that stuff this morning.
Which cam did you put in this? The 13? 46. Front side, maybe.
One here, one here.
No, just. All right, we came up here to Andy's real quick to drop some parts off. They're over there bullshitting, but Andy's finally got to run an FXR for himself. Anyways, really quick update because we were kind of in the middle of things. Hudson's bike. We have finally starting to make progress on it. I just wanted to throw this in the video real quick. Soon to be a twin cam FXR. As you see, kit from FXR Division. Andy's trying to get all the pieces placed in it. We're going to end up mocking a engine case, transmission case. I had to bring a swing arm up here for him, but he's going to end up mocking everything up to figure out where the cross member needs to go, and then we'll get the foot pegs and everything. But he has already welded in the FXR kit from FXR Division kit. It comes with a little plug for that. He's already smoothed the butt welds. If you know about an FXR, which I can show you on Andy's, which I'm actually doing this to my 87. After seeing this, it just looks so much better. You go in there, knock it down, throw a little weld in it, knock it down, throw a little weld until it's nice and smooth. So he's cleaning the frame up on here, hinges removed. Got this cut back for the Makita carb. So there's your update on Hudson's FXR twin cam build. And then I walk in and see a beautiful 82 FXR, my birth year. Super cool. Not factory paint, but factory paint scheme, if you will. And of course, there's Andy's FXR. Finally running. Just gotta get the tank. He's doing a little color correction on the tank. And hopefully we can get his old grumpy ass on the FXR tour with us. Possibly riding that bike and go from there. But either way, we just need to drop these parts off real quick. And figured I'd pull the camera out, let you see what's going on over here at the old Howland Custom Cycles. And we get back to Justin's house and finish up on Jetty's bike. So yeah, let's get back to the house. All right, well, there you have it. It is, what is it, Friday? Yeah, it's Friday today. Friday. So Jetty's on his way. Whoa, tripping over this thing. All right, Jetty's on his way. They picked the bike up. He'll be here late this evening, you said, along with Austin?
Late this evening or early in the morning.
Okay. So bike is done for stage 1-ish, kind of, sort of. We still got to do all the hardware.
The only thing I haven't done is the swing arm, and when I'm gonna do the swing arm, then I'll lift the front. But during that time, I'll replace all the hardware and then powder coat a few missing pieces, like the little tie straps, the reservoir mounts, the
yeah, let's look at those real quick. I like this. To protect the powder pieces from any type of scratches. Again, like I was saying in past videos, you just gotta buy like a $200,000 CNC machine and you can make these $1.99 little tie down straps. But yeah, the seat came out awesome. Got the little badge and a hump from the original kind of stylish cues, little bar and shield. You were saying they actually laser?
Yeah, so he does everything. Like he drew the little hexagons, lasered them out. There's red leather underneath. Then he laser etched the Harley logo in this. And then we pulled the CVO ST badge out of the factory seat. But like literally he made every panel, shaped the seat. And
this is shaped. I know it looks a little, the leather's still got to kind of...
Yeah, there's a little hump back here and a hump up here, so it kind of gives it that little dish to sit.
And then this is the foam from a Saddleman step up, but you massage it to give it a little bit more curve to it, yeah.
But this is also a Saddleman pan as well.
Pan, yeah, so Saddleman pan, Saddleman foam. just kind of reshape. But like we were talking about before with the 2024, the tank is longer. So this curve on this is a lot further up. And then of course it dips down and runs alongside the edge there. So that's the differences in the 2024 seat and then the 23 and older.
Which I like.
I like it too.
I like the longer tank, the shorter seat.
Yeah, it looks good. Man, the bars are like my favorite piece. I love just the little red accents still. So I think all that stuff came out super cool. Obviously the factory floorboards with the Arlen S mids. Got the brake pedal pad, but used as rear passenger pegs. And then I see you even got fancy with the little plastic.
Yeah, I took it off and then I was just looking, I was like, I'm just gonna see if it works. If it didn't work, I'm not scrapping anything. So I just cut it out and it actually worked out. I thought it was pretty deep.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. But man, this is like, I love this. Just seeing that gloss flat, because before there's a big old white body color match panel that goes through here with the little slot for the reservoir. And,
yeah, the reservoirs are up here.
Yeah.
So I like tucking them back down. And then we suck the taillights in.
The taillights are in, you know, almost an inch back. The bags are up higher. There's no bag rails. I'm gonna step back and show you, no bag rails again. Got the Galfer rotor that kind of matches the front on there. This thing came out awesome. I think Jetty's gonna be stoked. I can't wait to see his reaction. Unfortunately, I won't probably be here for it. But yeah, there it is. And then next time this bike gets in the garage, hopefully we'll be doing the swing arm, the rest of the hardware.
Oh, tonight I'm doing the stabilizer in the front.
You're gonna go ahead and put it on here?
Under the front fairing.
And you got a genuine Olin stabilizer?
A real Olin. So all the shocks, all the stabilizers will be all Olin.
Let's open this thing up. Ooh, I didn't even know you had this.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
The only thing I won't be able to do before he leaves is coat the brackets. So.
Yeah. But like you said, you got a couple of little things that need to be coated, and the floorboard mounts and everything need to be coated. So, all right, well, there it is. 2024 CVO ST. Kind of the first, I would say, with a billet subframe. I haven't seen any other billet subframes.
I've seen the new road glides with the subframe, not
the ST model. Yeah. So we're gonna take that title because everybody uses that first up.
I don't know if I've seen this breather on.
I haven't seen that breather on any.
Yeah.
Not on the new ones. I've seen round.
The breather is meant for it, like the cutout of the fairing, the lower fairing.
Let me walk around this thing and show it, but yeah. That little trim out, like you were saying.
It's like meant. It's meant to be. And then the mirrors kind of match that same shape.
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Well, you guys let us know what you think in the comments. And hopefully in a month, the bike will be back. About a month or so.
The bike will be back in a week.
Oh, shit.
He's dropping it back off on the way home.
Oh, so he's not keeping it all? He's just going to do this ride and that's it?
That's my goal, is to like, I need to knock out 4 swing arms as much as possible while he's gone.
Okay. Yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Well, you guys will see this hopefully in the next couple episodes. Until then, tell them take care.
Take care.
There you go.